Well, everyone, the day is finally here. The voting poll for the voting campaign 2 is live, and I am going to show you exactly how to vote. A lot of people are asking on my Discord, and a lot of people are voting wrong on Twitter. So let's go over the rules. They have an English voting poll and a Japanese one. I don't think it matters which one you vote for. It's just for whatever language is easier for you to read. Let's click on the rules. So, the monster with the highest number of votes will step onto the battlefield for Godzilla Battle Line's first anniversary in June. Plus, don't miss out on your chance to grab some of the monster's prizes, which are down here. So, here's how to participate. Choose your favorite monster from the pictures below. So, these are the pictures below. Obviously, the only one we care about is Giant Octopus, number 10. Then, follow the official account. So, you have to follow the Godzilla Battle Line account. I don't know how they're going to judge it, but you got to give them a follow. I think that's new. I don't know if they had that in the last one. Anyway, quote retweet with the hashtag GZBattleVote, just like this, exactly like this, and the number of the monster. So the example they give is GZBattleVote number 1, and then they say something about the monster, so that's for Shin Godzilla. So if you post with a different hashtag, we will not be able to count your vote. Please be sure to use the correct hashtag. So you have to use this exact hashtag with 10 for Giant Octopus, 4 for Rodan, or whatever else you want. Voting period is March 10th, 2022 at 5 p.m. I think this is Japanese time, to March 31st. So we have until today to the 31st. So what is that, 21 days to vote? The results are going to be announced at the end of April, and the battle piece that wins is coming in June. These dates, the winner being announced in April and the piece being introduced 2 months later, leads me to believe most, if not all, of these characters are probably close to actually being game ready, and they're just waiting to put the finishing touches to get the green light on them and put them in for the celebration. A 2-month turnaround is really short, and I believe Kiryu had a 3 from the time that he was announced as leader to the time he was implemented into the game. So this is less time than what Kiryu had when he won. So these units are probably all, ready to go for the most part. They just got to get thrown in or modeled or something. So here's some prizes. 5 lucky winners will receive an Amazon gift card worth 10,000 yen. So maybe that's only for the Japanese voters. There's a whole, in the comments over here, they have a whole, rules and stipulation thing we'll go over in a second. And then all players will receive a number of G-Stones based on the number of retweets for the campaign. So they always do something like this, 500 G-Stones, 1,000 G-Stones, 200 G-Stones. So right now it looks like we're only going to be getting 57 G-Stones, but this poll did only go up a few hours ago, so it is really early. Let's check this. I didn't read this. Let's see what's in here. Participant requirements. Participants must have their own Twitter accounts. Minors have to have consent from the parents. Participants, I guess, have agreed to the Toho. Therefore, their families related are not eligible. Okay, so the Toho company can't vote, but they're not eligible to win. Players must read the terms of service. This is you guys all reading the terms of service. This is the Amazon gift card for yen. Only eligible for individuals in Japan. That's what I thought. Okay, how to participate. Choose your favorite monster, follow the Battle Line Twitter account, quote retweet the number and the hashtag. We'd also love to see your reasons. I don't think you have to put a reason, but they would like to see it. This is the example tweet. Please note the following. By entering the campaign, you will be deemed you have agreed to terms and conditions. In the event that multiple entries are received from the same entrant using multiple accounts, only the entry from one account will be considered valid. All other entries will be invalid. The right to a prize is the sole property of the prize winners, can be transferred to another person. The campaign is subject to cancellation without notice. Please be aware if you decide... I'm having trouble reading. Please be aware that if you vote tweeting before the prizes are sent out, your entry will be invalid. Oh, if you delete your vote tweet, your entry will be invalid. So, remember, pick your favorite monster and vote accordingly, and vote once. I know there are people voting on multiple accounts, so if you want your votes to count, make sure that your accounts are pretty indistinguishable from one another, because if it's very clear that it's the same person, it looks like they're not going to count it, and I've said this before. And if you look through some of the comments here, here's our propaganda as always, Giant Octopus. If you look through, there's some people voting multiple votes like this. This is not going to count. First of all, this isn't a quote retweet, and there's a ton of people in here, so it's not going to count. As much as I'm in support of this tweet because they voted for Giant Octopus, it's not going to count. So all of these votes here I don't think they're going to count them because they're not quote retweets, which is unfortunate because there are a lot of Megalon votes in here. There's some Giant Octopus votes in here, which I'm going to have to go through and at the people and remind them, the Giant Octopus voters, to quote retweet this. But I haven't even voted, so let's get this vote in. So what you're going to want to do, this is exactly how to do it if you're new to Twitter. Hit retweet, hit quote retweet, and then use the hashtag. So I'm just going to copy this one and paste it, but I'm going to add the 10 for Giant Octopus. Let's go. Let's get my son in here. GZ Battle Vote 10. Tweet. Alright, so now if you go to my profile, here it is. Okay, so GZ Vote 10. Let's see what the votes are looking like. Let's see the supporters. Look, right here, 35 minutes ago, we got one. 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 Look at that. Tons of votes are rolling in. That's how you vote. It's really simple. It's not that complicated. So I'm going to start sharing this video around. If you have friends or family that have a Twitter that can vote and they don't know how to do this, you can send this to them. But here are your options. I can't believe I didn't show you the options, but we went through them yesterday. So Godzilla, Destroya, Singular Point Anguirus, Singular Point Rodan. Oh, they bothered to put the new stickers next to them. Gorosaurus, Sandangaria, Mogera, Monster X, Mecha Godzilla, Giant Octopus, Godzilla 1962, Godzilla 1964, Ebra, Varan, Gabra, Megalon, Godzilla, Baragon, and Godzilla. So far, it looks like leading is Megalon, Varan, Giant Octopus, and I think Destroya, I think, was in the lead. I haven't seen too much actually love for Shin Godzilla, which is pretty funny. I mean, he'll come to the game regardless, but these two are definitely going to win for sure. But with that being said, that is how you vote. I hope I made it easy for you. Thank you so much for watching. Vote for Giant Octopus. #GZBattleVote10. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.